Guys, this is a mini lesson on cause and effect, which is something that you're going to be asked about today. So, just for background, all right, in the olden days, as you can see, this room's pretty old. The fireplace, okay, the cause of having the fireplace in the center of the living room, the effect was that it warms the room, it warms the people that sat around the fire at night. This is where people would talk and gather. So, how has that changed according to what you're reading for life in the 21st century or life at home in the 21st century? As you can see, the main feature is now the television. So, if the television is now the main feature in the room, what's the effect? How has this impacted us as people? That's what your article is about. So, cause and effect. So, again, the fire in the fireplace was warm. As a result, people gathered around the fireplace. That was the center. Now, the television becomes popular in many homes. The effect, as a result, television impacts daily lives. So, how does television impact daily lives? Well, when we think about what we watch on television, how we vote, so our politicians, is impacted because of what we see on TV, the news. How we act, because again, reality TV and things like Keeping Up with the Kardashians and even some sitcoms change the way we act and what's considered appropriate for us as humans. Also, what we buy. Think about what people are wearing in these reality TV shows. Think about commercials. So, television, these are the areas that affect our lives. Also, you want to think about how television is in our houses, right? So the study that you're reading about, it's very challenging, but it's all about how television changes the way that a family lives, how television, even though we're not even realizing it, right, but it is centered around, our lives are centered around television. Are there televisions in your bedrooms? Are there televisions in your kitchens? Back in the day, there were no televisions in kitchens. And then people sat down at the kitchen table and they talked. Now there's a television in the kitchen and you watch TV as you eat your food. So, cause and effect text structure. Remember, structure is a way something is put together. For example, the 5 paragraph essay structure, the one you just wrote and turned in, or you're writing right now. Since this text that you're reading is an informational article, it's going to have central ideas. Authors will organize their central ideas into paragraphs, and then those paragraphs are organized into sections with a heading. Kind of like if you were going to a store and you needed to find certain products, everything is organized. So if you're looking for milk, you know that it's organized in the grocery part of the store, right? Like Target. So you know to go over to the grocery section in order to find your milk. Within these sections, you can identify patterns of organization. For example, back in that store, all the milk products would be together, and usually milk would be near the ice cream, right? Because things that have certain patterns are going to be closer together. This is the same way that writing is organized. So this article is written in cause and effect text structure. Here's the cause, here's this initial source, here is the effect. So, again, the cause, that's what happens first. Why did it happen? The effect happens after the cause, tells us, the reader, what happened. These are very basic examples. It rained, Jaden got wet. Brandon stayed up late. The effect was Brandon was tired in the morning. Jada finished her essay. The effect was You can't see it maybe. Jada received a good grade. Very simple. Okay. Here's a little chart that explains all the different types of text structures. Look for signal words, and here's another video you can watch on signal words. And now go to the first 4 paragraphs of the section that's called Television and Daily Lives on page 221. One cause in this piece is that there is at least one TV in 99% of US households. What are 3 effects because of the cause that there's one TV in at least 99% of US households? You're going to have to read and get the gist. And then the second question is on page 224, reread lines 66 to 98. The cause is the impact of TV viewing because or due to the amount of TV we watch. As a result, how are we impacted, both positive and negative? That's it. If you have any questions, please join our call at 11. That's coming up pretty soon, or at 4, or email me. Speak to you soon.